Greetings, fellow sausages, it's the Countess, and before we begin, I would like to say that I'm well aware that I missed my daily upload yesterday, which is sort of frustrating because I did have a pretty decent streak going, but thank you to everyone who did not give me a hard time about it. Literally, no one said anything, so thank you about that. I've recently been working on a really massive project pretty much all summer. You'll find out about it eventually, but long story short, I have to do a lot of pre-recording as well because I'm going on a trip and I want to try to do daily videos then too. So busy, busy, busy. No video yesterday, but it's not the point because today there is a video, and while I'm gone there hopefully will be videos with my pre-records. So today is just your average, chill, gentle story time video, except it's not. It's literally one of the most infuriating and frustrating moments that I've ever had on Animal Jam, and I wanted to throw my computer out the window. It literally made me so mad. Like, this is right behind getting hacked for me, and oh man, the only reason that's not at the top of my list is because that doesn't have to do with Animal Jam directly. That has to do with the Animal Jam Instagram community. But ooh boy, does this story make me mad. Which is great for a story time, right? You gotta get all the drama in there. So, this story takes place when I was but a wee new jammer. Granted, I did not have the new jammer name tag. I had been on Animal Jam for maybe 3 weeks. And at this point, I had membership because I had played Animal Jam in my previous younger years when I was a little girl, and I knew that you needed membership to do a lot of things at Animal Jam. So from the time that I created this account, Not a Microwave, I had membership from being a new jammer. So it does happen, you guys, sometimes. So with that being said, I could play The Forgotten Desert from the time that I was a new jammer, which means that even in the first couple weeks, because I have no life, and I certainly didn't have a life back then, still don't, so I don't know why I would have then, I played The Forgotten Desert a lot, and I got decent amount rare within the first few weeks, just because I put so many hours in. I did not have a rare spike yet, but I did have my Diamond Shot spike collar. At that point, my look was a golden unicorn horn, scary bat wings, I think just the little spiky knee pad thingies, and of course my Diamond Shop spike collar. And that is kind of where the death of me in this story was. So I had been trading because I was trying to get rare, as all jammers do, and I had a decent amount to trade, so I had been collecting den betas. And at the time, I was actually being scammed, apparently, by the person that I traded with a lot, because they were telling me that the pillows that you buy in store were den betas, and I believed them because the pillows, personally to me, kind of do look like den betas if you've never seen them in the store. Den betas typically have a little bit more of a blocky, less polished style than Animal Jam's more recent work, so I really did believe that they were den betas, and I would trade around 2 of my real den betas for each pillow because I was told that they were worth more than normal den betas. I know, stupid for me to have believed it, but it was like literally my first 2 weeks on Animal Jam. Okay, give me a break. Anyways, so I happened to run into this nice jammer, not so nice jammer actually, in Jamaw Township, and good old me, with such high expectations of the Animal Jam community, sees that they have a nice pink short wristband on their trade, and I'm like, you know what, I've collected all these den betas, which of course were literally just pillows, which I had traded 2 den betas for each, so truthfully, I probably could have been able to afford the spike if I hadn't been getting scammed for these pillows. So of course, I'm like, okay, I'll offer you like, I think I said like 20 den betas for it, which I certainly wouldn't say is fair for a short pink wrist, but that's what I thought was fair at the time. Oh boy. Anywho, so I was like, you know what, I'll trade them 20 den betas for this. So, of course, I offer them 20 pillows. And they instantly declined my trade, of course, which is fair enough because pillows are not worth anything. They're literally in the store. And so then I start to get frustrated because at that time, I think I knew that it was a little bit overtrade. I would have thought that it was about 2 pillows over. So to me, it was still an overtrade, even though I didn't realize that it was like a way overtrade like I do now, if they had been den betas, of course. Anyways, so they're kind of like laughing at me, and they're like, no way am I going to accept that, because of course they know that the pillows are literally in store. And so I start to get like a little bit frustrated because in general, since I'm new, I really want to understand how the rare system works, and so I asked them specifically, not so that I can be a whiner, because Oh man, is that annoying. But specifically because I really genuinely wanted to know why they declined me, because I wanted to know what my trades could be like in the future. Because if I didn't know why they declined me, then I would just continue to trade like that, and I would just keep getting declined. So I really just wanted to learn from that mistake, and if they really thought that it was such a horrible trade, I wanted to learn what they thought was a good trade so that I could then continue from there. So I asked them why they declined. And when they just continued using laughing emojis and haha and the XD face, I tried to explain to them what was going on. So I said, you know each of those pillows are beta, right? They're each worth 2 den betas, because that's what I had been trading for them, and that was the impression that I had on these pillows. And so of course now they just laugh even harder, and they're pulling the whole no they're not, and they think that they've caught me. They think that they just exposed a scammer. So then, before all their buddies go and report me, I'm trying to explain myself, and I say, no, I promise I'm not trying to scam you. If anyone has been scammed here in this situation, it's me. I have been trading 2 den betas each for these pillows, and I was under the impression that they were quite rare den betas. My apologies. And so then this person continues to go on and on about how that's just a load of baloney because the pillows are literally in store and they can't possibly see how I would have not seen them in store. Truthfully, they're at the very back page, and I'm also very forgetful if you didn't know, so to be honest, I can't really blame myself now for not knowing, because if I hadn't been playing Animal Jam for longer now, I probably still wouldn't know that they wouldn't be in den betas and that they were in the store. So anyways, this person then gives me a chance to talk finally, and they stop just typing random things thinking that they're exposing me. So I explained to them that I've only been playing Animal Jam for around 2 weeks, and that if I make mistakes, then that's why, and I'm literally a new jammer. Even though I don't technically have the new jammer name tag, I'm still considered quite new to the game. And I explained to them that I'd had membership from the beginning, specifically because I already knew a lot about Animal Jam, and I knew that I would need membership to experience Animal Jam to its fullness. So I tried to explain everything, and then they hit me with the most dreaded thing ever. And it was about my Diamond Shop Spike Collar, which, by the way, I traded pretty much everything I had for that. Way overtraded. I traded rare claws. I traded so many things. And now I know that it was such an overtrade, but I just wanted a spike so bad. I didn't really know the difference between Diamond Shop and rare, so whatever. I loved that spike for a long time before I got my current one. So then, they think that they've really caught me. And they reply, oh, excuse me, honey, Diamond Shop Spikes came out like a month ago. And at this point, I am literally infuriated. Like, I am rocking in my seat because I'm like, I literally didn't know. Okay, man, like, can you chill? And so then I try to explain to them, and I'm like, yeah, they did come out a month ago. There's this thing called trading, because I'm like, if they're going to give me sass, I'm going to give them sass. And I'm like, isn't it kind of obvious that if I'm trading you right now trying to get a spike that I could have easily traded for this spike collar? I don't really understand why they were under the impression that if you have a Diamond Shot spike collar, then you had to be there when they were on sale. Like, that's not how it works. Most people did not buy things when they were available. That's not how people get den betas or anything. So then, before I can say anything, of course, they leave. And to my surprise, I thought that everything was over. I thought it was going to be chill, but no. You know where they went? They went to their den to tell all of my buddies that they had caught me scamming people. And of course my buddies are like, what's going on? And later they contacted me. None of my buddies reported them, or reported me, I mean. But, you know what's great is that all of their buddies reported me, so that was fun. I have no idea how many people reported me, but from what they told me when they came back, when they told me that I had been busted by them and that they were a hero, they told me that around 20 people had reported me. So I don't think that's true because nothing ever happened and I was never suspended. But if 20 people did report me, that makes me literally so mad, because if this person had just sat there for like another 3 minutes and let me tell them that I had traded for the dang spike collar, I literally probably could have told them exactly what I had traded for it at that point in time, because I still remembered very freshly. So like, that was literally so frustrated, and literally I could have got suspended for nothing. Like, that is what makes me so mad. Imagine 2 weeks in Animal Jam just when I'm starting to get the things that I want. I'm so happy with my Diamond Shot spike collar. I could have gotten a pink short wrist if they hadn't been a mean person, jammer, I don't know what their gender was. And I certainly could have gotten it if those pillows had been actual Den Betas, because that would have been a way overtrade. But oh my goodness, no. Instead, I could have almost gotten suspended in my first 2 weeks of Animal Jam. Literally, that person, to this day, I don't remember their username. I just remember that they were an owl who was wearing those little reindeer antlers, and to this day, I hate them so much, and every time I see an owl with reindeer antlers, I literally want to scream at them. So that is my almost getting suspended story. To be completely honest with you, I have no idea how many people actually reported me. I know none of my buddies did because they knew that I wasn't about to scam, especially since I was only 2 weeks into Animal Jam. Not that it makes it okay to if you've been playing Animal Jam for longer, but to be honest, I don't even think that I knew that scamming was a thing until I realized that I had been scammed with my pillows. Because that was my first experience really with even hearing about scamming in Animal Jam. So, that was literally the worst. This video is honestly more of a rant than a story time because every time I think about this story, it makes me so mad and I want to throw my chair at the window, like legitimately. I was ready. I remember I hopped off of Animal Jam instantly. I went downstairs and I ate my chicken nuggets that my mother had just prepared. And I ate those chicken nuggets so angrily that you didn't even know that chicken nuggets could be eaten that angrily. Like, you guys have no idea. Anyways, that is my very frustrating and infuriating story that happened to me within my first 2 weeks of Animal Jam. So, hopefully you can relate to this somewhat, and if you can't relate to this, then I'm so happy for you that you've never been through something this frustrating in Animal Jam. But yes, if you like this video, then please do leave a like. You'll be sent an invisible high five from a hamster. You can submit any sort of stories like this in the comments that you may have. Possibly I'll do a video on other people's stories in the future, possibly an animation, possibly just an acting the stories out in Animal Jam. But I don't really know. I just feel like I need to hear other people's stories so that I'm not the only one. But yes, you can subscribe today to become an official fabulous sausage. I will see all of you next time. But for now, Countess out.